Coming up next, my review of the feminine fragrance from Parfums de Marly, Athalia. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. This is Joel the Nose, and coming to you from Miami as usual. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2016 release feminine fragrance from Parfums de Marly. And no, this is not Delina. I have reviewed Delina recently, which is a wonderful fragrance. If you want to see that review, I'll put up a card here. But today I'm reviewing Athalia. Okay? And as you can see here, I have a sample, or that's the inside of the sample of the card. You can kind of see it there. And this is what the decant looks like. Okay. And then you got the name on the side there. You can see that. Okay. So I got this decant and sample from Osme Perfumery here in Miami, my perfumery. And anyways, let's do a review here. I want to determine whether I think this can take over in my mind for Delina. If it can dethrone Delina as Parfums de Marly fragrance, feminine fragrance favorite. Triple F, feminine fragrance favorite. Let's see, okay? All right. Athalia, Parfums de Marly, came out in 2016, as I said. This is a feminine fragrance. Although I've seen some places classify it as unisex, it's designed as primarily feminine fragrance. Classified as a floral, woody, amber, and musky fragrance. So you've got kind of a lot going on here. Based on that description alone, you think, okay, maybe this could be unisex. Let's see. The perfumer is Alexandra Kosinski. Just to let you know, she's done stuff for Jupe, Benetton from the designer world. She's also done stuff for Etat Libre d'Orange, which you can go and see. I've reviewed a bunch of their fragrances. In fact, there is there's a playlist you can go check if you want to see some of those. So she's done a lot, very prolific, and obviously a great great perfumer. The notes as listed here, at the top you have incense, frankincense, rose, and orange bitter. At the heart you have orange blossom and iris, and at the base you have amber, vanilla, vetiver, and white musk. So very interesting, because I think this is, you can see at the base it's clearly got a lot of masculine elements going on, and even in the heart. Oh, and by the way, I also found some other heart notes listed. In addition to the orange blossom and iris, I saw sometimes some things listed for suede and cashmere. So there you have it. What were they trying to do here? Parfums de Marly doesn't put a lot of descriptions on their websites as far as the backstory, but what they said here is this is a bewitching fragrance that is blending softness with sophistication. So there you have it. I'll let you know at the end whether I think they achieved that. Let's get right into this. I sprayed this very early this morning, and right off the initial scent, and I'm going to spray it again just right now, just so you can kind of see my impression. Okay. Yeah, it's a very beautiful smell. It's powdery, but it's very elegant and definitely sophisticated. They talk about this being a sophisticated fragrance. This definitely comes across as sophisticated. This to me is more sophisticated right off the bat than Delina or Delina Exclusive. This is, I think, more of a mature fragrance. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think this is not really for women in their 20s. I think this is going to be more for women in their 30s and 40s and even higher 50s. And I mean that in a good way, because this is very sophisticated. I think to pull this off, this is a woman who has a career, who has things going on, who may be an entrepreneur, who may be, an executive, whatever it may be. This is a woman who's got stuff going on. And she's going to wear this to important events, to sophisticated events, to parties. And again, it comes in very elegant, sophisticated. It's powdery. And you definitely get the rose with, to me, at the top, it's mostly a powdery rose with a touch of orange. And a touch of that citrus. I like it. I have a lot of orange over here. You know, over here is where I'm blending my own fragrances so I can train my nose better. This, I can get that kind of orange blossom. And it's warm. It's kind of warm and creamy at the top. And that's definitely from the frankincense. I love frankincense. I love those old-time traditional scents because it just gives the perfume that nice, warm, creamy element. Very beautiful. Very good projection also. For the first, I got good projection for over 3 hours. Very good projection for about 3 hours, and I still got an hour after that. So I got up to 4 hours of projection. The last hour wasn't as good, obviously, but that was still very impressive. After, I would say, about 45 minutes of wearing this, the incense really started to kick in more for me, and it became even creamier. The orange blossom started to come in after about an hour. So it starts out, you have the kind of orange bitter, which I'm smelling here, what gives it, again, this kind of more powdery orange element. But then the orange blossom kind of kicks in the mid. And then after about 2 hours, I got the suede. So the suede that I saw that I mentioned, as far as I definitely got some suede. It almost had a leathery type feel. That suede, because suede is essentially like a form of leather. So it had a almost suede leather, and that musky and amber elements started kicking in also after about the 2 hour mark. And so at the about 2 hour mark, this became, I would say, almost unisex. And somebody commented on one of my female fragrance reviews just recently. They'd like to see me comment whether I would actually wear it. I think that's a great recommendation, so thank you for the recommendation. Yes, I would wear this. I would absolutely wear this because I think after you get past the initial stage, which wasn't too over-the-top floral or sweet, again, it was kind of like a powdery orange rose. In the mid-notes, it starts to become this more unisex, and I think this is absolutely could be pulled off as a unisex fragrance, although it is, you know, classified as feminine, and I would love to smell this on a woman. And I'm going to say that I like this better than Delina. I like Delina a lot. I like this better. To me, this is more sophisticated. This is like the, I don't know, the older sister to Delina, or maybe the older cousin. I'm not going to say the mother or whatever, because that's too old. This is not an old person's fragrance. It's just a sophisticated one. As far as longevity goes, I got a little over 8 hours on my skin. Again, projection up to about 4 hours. It did kind of quickly go into a skin scent after about the 4 hour mark. And the last couple hours, from about 6 to 8, it was a kind of, you know, a fainter skin scent. It wasn't like a really strong skin scent. Again, that's just on my skin. You know, everyone's going to have different, different reaction with the chemistry. So that's it. That's my review. Liked it a lot. Do I think it was a bewitching fragrance blending softness and sophistication? Absolutely. So I think their description, they nailed it. As I said, I like this better than Delina. Projection, again, 3 to 4 hours on my skin, about 8 hours longevity, and very wonderful fragrance. To me, this smells different from the other Parfums de Marly that I smelled. It's hard for me to put a finger on it, but typically I can smell something that has a DNA running through. To me, this one was a little bit outside the box for them, and I like it. To me, it's different. I like it. Anyways, again, just my opinion. So let me know what you think. If you wear this, if you have opinions on it, please leave some comments. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much for doing so. If you have not, please consider subscribing. You can also ring the bell for notifications. You can leave comments, and you can like the video if you found this helpful or useful in any way. This is Joel the Nose, and I will be back soon with another video. Thank you for watching.